I'm Heather Haley, coming to you live from the GBTA broadcast studio here in San Diego, and I'm really excited today to have with me Rebecca Tann from Oakwood. Welcome.
Well, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's my pleasure. So let's talk a little bit about what's happening in the marketplace, the global trends we're seeing, and then how are they affecting the accommodations world?
Absolutely. Well, obviously there's a lot of changes in the travel industry. I'm sure we're going to hear a lot more about that in the coming days here at GBTA. But one of the stats that I just recently read in 2017 was that the business traveler is increasingly younger, they're high tech, and they are actually comfortable with and sometimes welcoming of change. Conversely, companies are really looking at expanding globally. They're sitting and operating in more countries than ever before. So this has really changed when and how they're deploying their employees for travel and different types of work assignments. So I'd say corporate housing or furnished apartments has traditionally been associated with relocations. But because of the duration and the length of stay, that is changing the way that people are really looking at staying with extended stay or serviced apartments options. In fact, I just recently saw that millennials are choosing to stay in an extended stay accommodation whenever traveling for international travel. So it's definitely coming true more and more each year.
So speaking of that and what we're seeing in the shift in the marketplace and this multi-generational workforce that we're looking at, what's Oakwood doing to address that and to be innovative in this space?
Great question. In fact, I think today more and more business and leisure travelers are very aware of the serviced apartment space because they know that it gives them that away from home type of feel where they can cook a healthy meal in their own kitchen, they can relax in their own living room space, they can work in a designated workspace. So they're definitely starting to be more adapt and kind of demanding of having that type of home away from home experience. So Oakwood's done a couple of different things. For example, we recently opened up a new brand called Oakwood Studios in Singapore last year. And this was really kind of that hipster, jet setter space where it has curated for them to be able to stay productive on the road. And then also from an innovation standpoint, and this is pretty familiar, it's kind of the technology. So having an app to do everything. If you are booking your stay with a hotel, you're just come to expect that you're going to have an app to be able to guide that experience. Well, up until recently, the extended stay or furnished apartment industry really hasn't had this type of device. So Oakwood's mobile app, which we recently launched, offers that end user, the guest, to be able to book their stay, book housekeeping, look at their service request track record, etc. So this is definitely enhancing the way that the experience is for the guests at the end of the day.
So I'm sure we just talked about it, enhancing their experience, and this kind of goes into the next, question or topic for us to talk about is, retaining employees, right? That's what everybody wants to make sure that they're looking at turnover. How can we keep a good workforce going? So how are you guys seeing accommodations being able to help in that area?
That's a great question because at the end of the day, I mean, where employees stay when they're on a work assignment is a huge job satisfaction. I don't know about you, but if you're staying at a good hotel, you're usually a lot more productive. Or if you have the qualities of a home and a furnished apartment, you're just going to be a lot more comfortable and productive. So I believe that corporate housing or service apartment offerings have really been an extension of a company's brand. So we really like to work alongside the businesses to help them with their mobility programs, which is so critical, whether it's the training, the acclimation, the assimilation, so that the employees don't get disenchanted along the way or they're not productive. And we've really put together some pretty robust programs that have addressed this. One of the other things that we've done, which is kind of getting the employee right out of the gate, is doing some pretty fascinating internship programs where we've created some collaborative, community-like spaces that have really impacted the employee's experience before they've even become the full-time employee. So it certainly has resonated with the companies that we've worked with and been a great extension of their brand.
Well, that's so exciting, especially for all of us road warriors and people that travel around. We love to hear that. So thank you so much, Rebecca, for being with me today.
Well, thanks for having me, Heather. It's great to chat with you.
So live from the GBTA broadcast studio, I'm Heather Haley. Thanks for tuning in.